Guys, it's GBP baby. Welcome back to the mess of the markets. And yeah, not much has changed from my bias which I posted yesterday. If you haven't watched that video yet, do go and check it out. But I'm just going to quickly go through what I'm thinking. So we'll start on the daily, and you'll see that we had quite a pretty useless day in terms of us just staying within the range of Friday. So I'm not really expecting much. However, I am anticipating us to still trade up into this daily volume imbalance. So in yesterday's video, I did speak about this. So I'm still anticipating that price may be able to crawl up into there. And then that's where, if anything, I'd be looking for... Did you guys just see that? Oh, am I tripping? I will be looking for some kind of setups. But here's the 4 hour. You can see how we came down, traded down into this rejection block level right here. And then we've had a large expansion as of 1 o'clock to the upside. So let's take a look at the 1 hour just to see how delivery is happening. Traded down. We have a bullish order block right here. Very interesting. And then prices came right out of that quite aggressively too. So I do like the look of that. And that gives me confidence that it's likely we are going to start to see us crawl up into the range that I'm anticipating us to originally trade into. So now that we've had a change in the state of delivery in terms of we're taking out these highs, this is what I'm looking at more specifically, taking out this high. So as far as I'm concerned, price should at least drop back down below here. And ideally, moving into tomorrow, we can use this as our buy-side target with us finding resistance once we reach up into that premium. But how it delivers there, I don't know. As in, is that going to be during London, during New York? I'm not really sure. But this is very classic price action right here. We came down into a discount PDRA, which was a bullish order block. We ran out some relative equal highs and had a change in the state. So if anything, this is what we have. We have a breaker here. We've got a low, high, lower low. So it'd be nice to see if price can tap into it. If it fails to do that, and we only stay, say, within this fair value gap, then we should see quite a lot of bullish movement as we run this buy side and into this premium range to the 25% weekly. So generally speaking, tomorrow I wouldn't be surprised if we had an up close day, as in most of the day was spent expanding to the upside to get into that premium. And then later on in the week, off the back of all the news which I spoke about yesterday, we'll probably start to see some more downwards price action. But generally speaking, I think this Monday was pretty nice, and it set us, and I'm pretty confident moving into tomorrow that I can probably get a nice setup with the expectation to run our buy stops and run up into this premium which I wanted to originally see. So do go and watch yesterday's video if you haven't yet watched it. But something to take note of is this consolidation. Just pay close attention to the way how it holds this week. So I'm going to draw this out for now, but moving, I don't think I'll be able to post tomorrow as I'm in London, but Wednesday I'll definitely be posting. So do turn on post notifications and pay attention to this range. Join the Discord. I'll see if I can get some screenshots in there for you guys. But overall, I just want to bring our attention to this consolidation and the fact that we've now traded to the upside of it, touched the 50% level, so price should remain bullish until we've reached our bullish PDRA. And like I said, this 25% level is what I've had my eye set on since yesterday, and this buy side liquidity target. So pretty simple. I don't want to make it too complicated. I hope that will make sense. Let's go and see what GBP is saying now. GBP is looking absolutely disgusting. It makes me want to throw up. But obviously, if we're expecting dollar to continue to trade higher, we want to see if pound can dip down into the discount which we anticipated. Now we've got some beautiful relative equal lows here, 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 and here. So I would anticipate that price is going to want to run those stops below there if we get the kind of price action we need, like if we get enough movement. But you can see nonetheless we traded up into a bearish order block, 15-minute, nice little rejection. And like I said, similar to dollar, we've ran out some significant. Why these consolidations are significant? It's significant because look how long we were in this consolidation. We ran stops above buy side liquidity, and now prices came back down very aggressively and comfortably traded to the bottom of it. So as far as I'm concerned, price should now be able to roll over basically to the downside. This is looking very nice to me. So let's get that delineated like so, and look at that 50% level. That ideally, so long as we stay below this, moving into tomorrow, I'll be pretty confident that price is likely going to start running into these lows and potentially below these lows into this range which I spoke about in yesterday's video. So I am liking the way that Monday's traded, and I do like the fact that this consolidation, the fact that we're on the other side of it now, it should be able to be used as resistance. But we'll talk more on that in future videos this week. So yeah, again here look at that, back forth, run on stops, and then clear breakdown. So it's looking pretty clean to me, but we'll obviously have to be patient. But overall, I'd expect that price will be able to run and drop a bit lower. We do have a nice 1 hour fair value gap down here, so it may just want to fill that. It may not need to run out these stops below here. This fair value gap might be enough. And even so, if we were to trade this, a setup might form in, say, London, that would be a nice draw on liquidity for us. So that's just something to take note of. So that's going to be everything on GBP USD. We're going to finish up on Euro, and Euro is looking much more cleaner in terms of the delivery. Did we run that stop? Well, we've created relative equal highs. We expect some kind of premium trading later this week anyway, but nonetheless, beautiful 1 hour displacement there, right there. We've got a breaker, high, low, high, high. So I'm looking at this. If price taps into that, that's where I'd be looking for a potential shorting opportunity, with the expectation for us to run similar to inversed to dollar, either below sell stops if it wants to be that aggressively bearish and run into this range which I spoke about in yesterday's video, or similar to pound, there is a fair value gap and it might just want to fill this. So although I have these discount PD arrays, it's not that I know exactly which one it's going to go to, but I know I can use this to help guide me and help me exit my positions. Because if I was to enter a short now, once it reaches here, and depending on how price is looking, I might close half the position and then let it run to here, and then if it doesn't, at least I've closed and bagged some, and my stop loss would have been moved down. Or if it runs to here and it's, you know, it's looking a bit bullish and, you know, it's not tapping into it the way I want to, I'd simply close all my position there. It all depends, but generally speaking, on the back of what we're seeing from dollar, I'd anticipate that price should be able to roll over to the upside, so long as dollar respects. Remember, I'm looking at this breaker and I'm looking at the 50% level. So long as dollar can respect this, there's no reason for us not to be able to anticipate some premium trading once euro falls off quite nicely. So I hope that all makes sense, guys. Pretty quick video today. Do watch yesterday's, I highly suggest it, just for more context, and I should be back on Wednesday. Don't forget to drop a like, drop a comment. Again, I want to talk about these consolidations, because when you can identify them, it makes it easier. But look at this. Look at how price ran stops, or taps into it, and comfortably traded through to the downside, and has now exited it. So when it returns to it, we anticipate it acts bearishly, and that should help send it lower like a trampoline into the south side. So that's how I'm looking at it. So that's going to be everything. Don't forget to drop a like, drop a comment, smash subscribe, join the mailing list, join the Discord. All the links are in the description, and I'll catch you guys soon. Peace.